Hello, welcome to the Gin Club podcast. I'm your host for today, Robson. I'm a new member of the group. Today we've got Mitchell.
Hello.
And Callum.
Alright.
We're going to be drinking some gin, reviewing it, and today we're going to tell you some scary stories from Halloween.
Crazy.
How you doing, team? So what are we drinking today, lads?
Right, I am drinking a Edinburgh gin. And I know that you made this mistake before, Callum, where we decided that Scots need to stick to like heroin and stuff. But yeah, it's called Seaside Edinburgh Gin. It's all
Is there a
right.
seaside up there? I've never been to Seaside and thought, do you know, you think, I'm going to Seaside, you go to Scarborough or Blackpool.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever said I'm going to go to Edinburgh to Seaside.
I think it's stones and bottle caps, mainly.
Yeah. Sewage
Just
work.
general waste, yeah.
A couple of mattresses and that.
Needles, obviously, they are. Needles.
Lots of mattresses.
It's the mattresses instead of sunbathers, like Sun Lounge, it's just dirty mattresses.
Full of like piss stains.
Yeah.
That's posh Edinburgh, that's posh Scotland, Edinburgh.
Yeah, but it's still like docile England.
Yeah.
Posh Scotland is docile England.
It's like the equivalent of Dewsbury.
Yeah. The Scottish Dewsbury.
Or worse, Kent.
Right, we don't go there.
No.
I'm a wanted man in Kent. I'm sure I'm a posted around.
Kent's most
what-
wanted.
What are you drinking it with, Mitch?
Yo, I've gone a bit different this time. Are you ready?
Not the finest.
It's
Is it not the
Not
finest?
even the finest lemonade this time. Right? I don't think you're ready. Lilt.
Lilt.
Oi, I went for Sprite, I went for 7-Up.
Lilt.
Lilt, yeah. Lilt and gin. It's alright, you know.
It's not even nice on its own.
What's wrong with you?
Lilt's
fucking
awful.
No,
ace.
Lilt's high quality.
No, it's trash.
It's definitely God tier.
Lot of
Nah.
respect.
Thank you.
San Pellegrino's god tier, let's be honest.
Right.
What do you mean?
What are you drinking, Cal?
It's got the posh foil on the top.
Fuck
How
off.
can you not say it's god
I
tier?
bet foil is posh, but it's not taste.
I'm drinking out of a can again.
Oh, have you
Because I
cracked
can't,
it, yeah?
can't... No, I ain't cracked it yet.
Oh, I like the crack.
I'll send it. So it's Copper House Pink Gin. It's copper stilled with raspberry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going to go into it. That's just what it sounds like. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds delicious.
It's been in my fridge for like 2.5 weeks. Every time I open the fridge, I'm like, oh, I really want to neck it. But I've abstained because obviously this podcast is important. Even though at the start of it I said that this podcast isn't important.
You're getting
It
into
is an
gin, aren't
important
you?
thing.
I'm glad that you
But,
can
yeah.
put RuneScape and hold yourself.
Yeah. So we'll crack it because it's the best noise that you can make.
Give it to me.
Ah, gee. Hold on. Fucking ruined my nail.
It's a tough
Doesn't go
can.
outside of it. Right, here we go. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Very smooth action on that,
We
actually.
love it. We love it. We love to see it.
It weren't a pop. It weren't like a stellar pop. It were a real smooth, classy action, that.
We're spending too much time on gin. Robson, what are you drinking?
Oh, I've got a bit for it and all. I was gonna go for 7-Up, like nice little fancy one, but I thought our listeners want to obviously try drink along with us, so I've moved to a Schweppes. Full fat, sorry. So they do have some serious like that. Our
So what gin are you drinking? You just told her.
Gordon's White Peach.
No, brilliant.
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be good. I've got no berries. And I've tell you what, I've not got to crack it because I've already opened it, started, and it's delicious.
You're saying
glassing.
gin's delicious.
I'm half a glass in. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be fucked by the end of this. This is gonna be the Tangle cast. So, team, the next section is what you've been doing this week. What have we all been up to? What we've been getting down in lockdown.
What the fuck? What's going on? I don't understand what's happened.
I don't even understand.
That was good.
Did you say lockdown as well? It's not even lockdown, Robson. What are you on about?
We don't tell them time of filming.
Oh, yeah, fair.
But it's Halloween.
And we're in tier 3, aren't we?
You're scaring the children talking about lockdown, Robson.
It's an undisclosed
Stop.
location. We could be.
Jesus Christ. You got him back, Mitch.
What do you mean I got him back? Oh,
What? What? All right, what happened to you, Mitch, this week? We'll go with you first.
So, I don't know why, but it's always to do with when I'm walking the dog. Because it seems to be all I do.
Yeah, mine's about fishing, just so you know. But anyway, keep going.
Fuck off. No, it's not.
Anyway, go on, keep going.
In fact, I'm not even walking the dog in this. She's come on a period.
Oh, no. Nightmare.
Yeah.
Awful.
She's got to wear nappies.
Yeah. It's awful.
And I changed it this morning, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
Well, I ain't got a dog, so I'm picturing bad things.
Yeah.
It's when they wag the tail.
Oh.
When the tail starts wagging, it just fucking splatters everywhere. It's awful.
Fanny looks like a rose.
Oh, God.
That's 90% of us listeners off now.
That's
it.
That's me
Turning
done.
it off.
That's me done with Gin, I think.
I know you're single, Mitch, but come on. There's boundaries. Come on, man. I had a Labrador that did that, and it used to just fucking wag its tail, and it used to be all up walls, all up the floor. It's awful. I understand completely what you're going through.
But yeah, it's not really that funny.
No, but it's still nasty. I think there's probably people that own dogs out there that are listening that probably understand the problems that come with that, because that is awful.
Is that every month?
No, it's like once or twice a year.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it?
It's a good laugh.
I thought if you got to deal with that every month, I don't know how you do dogs.
I won't have a dog.
No.
No.
Humans bad enough.
What have you been up to, Robson?
Oh, really not a lot, to be honest.
Brilliant.
Oh, nice one. Good contribution there.
I don't think I've actually got a bit. I've forgot it.
Thanks for coming back, mate.
I've really done nothing this week. Sat in my house, been to the shop a bit.
Right, we'll carry you then, because I've got a story.
Thank
Don't
God.
worry about it.
You'll learn. You'll learn. You have to
bits.
make like buying a sausage roll from a shop funny somehow. You just need to do it.
I had a bit, but I thought I've just literally done fuck all.
Fair. So mine is about fishing, but anyway, I'm going to talk. I'm not going to talk about the actual fishing because it's the story around it, right?
Here he goes.
So we decided to go river fishing. So you got to like walk miles and you walk along like old train tracks. So it's quite nice. Anyway, we get to this part where you like walk down. And you got to like walk through like it looks like it's like a trail. Do you know what I mean? But it's not an official trail.
Yeah.
So me and my brother go there. We walk down. We see the river. Walk down the hill. Climb over this fence. Get into the field. I look round and I'm like, yep, this looks all right. My brother's like, well, I don't know if this is private land or public land or whatever. So we'll just go in this like little, do like almost like a banking that you could sit behind. So we sat in there, ducked right down, cast out. So you literally couldn't tell we were there. Anyway, he goes, I'm getting bored of this. I'm off to go get my other rod out of van. So yeah, no worries. I'll look after all the stuff. So he went off. And then I heard like loads of paddling. And there were like, there's like a bridge in between it. Like a big railway bridge going over the river. And I hear paddling coming from just underneath railway bridge. I'm like, what's going on? Is someone like riding an horse through it? Like it's Red Dead Redemption or something. What's going on? Anyway, I turn and there's a cow. Literally like walking through the river to get to me. I'm like, all right, fair enough. It's a cow. Anyway, he walks past. Then another cow comes. I'm like, didn't think there were cows in this field, to be honest with you. And then all of a sudden, I'm not kidding you, fucking 80 cows ploughed through the river. And they all came up to me. Wanting a bit, do you know what I mean? And I was like, I'm not having you. Go away. So I'm there trying to calm them all down, like, by saying, like, I ain't got any food or anything. So I don't know why you're here. And, so I'm trying to calm them down. And then these old people go, you need to get on the floor and lay as still as you can, otherwise they'll attack you.
It's not a fucking bear.
Well, I said back when it's only a cow. And they're like, yeah, but they're vicious, them cows.
Oh, those bloody cows.
They're like, do you want me to phone the police? They were going to phone police and get me fucking saved, airlifted out of these. It weren't Beirut, do you know what I mean? I'm not in the middle of Lebanon. I'm in a field. So I just fed them some ready salted crisps, and then they ate them and then went off their own way.
No, you didn't.
You fed them and they went off. The cow whisperer.
Yeah.
Did you learn this in your gypsy skills?
Yeah. That's what it's about. But yeah,
Be gone, fell beast.
and then the old people went, "You're really lucky. You've been really lucky there." And then they walked off because they were like I forgot to mention they were on the other side of the river, so that's why they could see me. So I'd obviously walked across the bridge.
Did you not play it off like, oh no, it's all skill. It's all skill. I'm a natural. I'm a cow natural.
I'm actually a gypsy.
I have tempted to jump on back of one, like start riding one and be like, "It's all right."
Mush.
Whoa, riding across the river to see him on a cow.
Where were your brother? Where were he to save you?
He came back after they'd all gone off.
He'd been beat up by cows.
He probably opened the gate, mate.
Yeah, he let them all in.
Like a weird version of the Pied Piper.
So that day I caught 0 fish, which has been the last 5 fishing trips I've gone on, and but I caught about 60 cows.
Yeah,
so.
You can't fish, but boy, you can wrangle.
Exactly. There you go.
I think there's a Babe spin-off there somewhere. Welcome to the Gin Club podcast, the scary stories section. With you, I'm your host, the Northern Vampire. We've got Mitchell, the ginger werewolf, and Callum, the autistic vampire. Begin the scary stories. What's your scary story, Callum?
My scary story. So I was staying around at my grand's house.
Good start.
There's a couple of things I can branch off, actually. So in a cupboard, this is why I always felt creeped out, like staying at my grand's house. She had a back room that if you slept in it, you always had like cats, but hundreds of cats, but there were no cats ever. So we never slept in that room because we thought the cats were like haunting the room, genuine as kids. So we always used to sleep in the main room, and in the corner she kept a dead husband's prosthetic leg. So that always freaks us out a little bit. So that had to get shut in cupboard.
That's a lot.
I stayed around her house one night, and obviously those little things, like it's already a bit fucky when you're trying to sleep. Do you know what I mean?
It's in your head, isn't it?
Because I can hear cats, and there's a fucking leg in corner.
It don't matter if it's out. Once you know, you're never gonna forget to see it.
And my grand's house was always full of like spiders and stuff as well. I don't know why, they just loved it. So I've stayed at her house, and I must have been maybe about 12 or 13. And I'm there, and I'm asleep, and then I wake up, and I just feel like a tingling all over my body, and I thought I'd been possessed. Like, oh my god, I've been possessed. Like, there's a tingling all over like my midsection. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then, put my hands down to see what we're tingling or why it were tingling or whatever.
But a teenage boy puts his hands down just to see if it's tingling.
There's a ectoplasm in my pants. I didn't know what it was.
No, we didn't see it.
I had no idea. It was a wet dream. I had a wet dream. I thought I'd been possessed. But the worst part about it is I told my mum about it as well. I went back and I was like, Mum, I were at Grand's house and I were possessed. And then she obviously...
I got attacked by sexy women, Mum.
Even when you felt the ectoplasm, you didn't know what it was.
No, not that age. Only about 12. I might have been a bit younger, actually, maybe 11.
Yeah.
Ectoplasm. I can't watch Ghostbusters again.
Could you imagine going home to your mum and saying, "Oh, Mum, I got possessed at Grand's"?
Do you know what my mum did?
What?
She didn't say a word. She went off, and then 2 days later, she bought me a book called Let's Talk About Sex and just threw it on my bed. She came in with a brown paper bag and just threw it on my bed and ran away.
That's brilliant. That's the ultimate response.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've told 30 to 50 people now, so it's out there.
Oh, it's said worse.
Yeah. I've done worse. It's just not going to tell you.
God. Oh, God, I can't imagine.
All in good time.
All in good time.
All right,
Go on,
I'll
then.
go.
Who else is going to be scary?
So mine's not really scary. It's kind of weird. So mine was kind of around Christmas. Well, it was Christmas. It was Christmas Eve. I was like 14, right?
Can you say it in a scary? Can you do it in like a scary? 'Twas the night before Christmas. Do you know what I mean? Like that.
'Twas the eve of the Christ.
No, I can't do that shit. Right. So it were Christmas Eve. I was like 14 or something. And spoiler alert, I knew that Santa wasn't real.
Freya, Santa's real. If this comes up on TV on YouTube, Santa's real. Don't listen to any of it.
Right. So anyway, so I knew he wasn't real, yeah. But I swear,
You really
like,
thought?
it was one in the. I thought he wasn't real, okay. And I swear, I were in bed, and it was like maybe 1 a.m, so Christmas Day. And my room was the attic room, so literally I could hear the roof.
Good scary setting. The attic.
Yeah. Oh, it was the attic room. And I swear to God, I heard like something land on the roof and jingling bells. And I'm not kidding, I fucking heard it clear as day. I was like, yo, maybe I've got this wrong, you know. Right, so I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? So if you went out of my room, you could go down the stairs and see into the kitchen if you were like a third of the way down the stairs. So I went out of the room and there was like a light shining up the stairs. And I was like, what the fuck's this? What's going on here? So I like army crawled down like the first like 4 or 5 stairs, so like head first.
Did you check your corners?
Check those corners.
Right, so I crawled down the first 4 or 5 stairs, and I could see the fridge, and I swear to fuck, there was someone stood with the fridge door open with black boots on. I am not fucking kidding. And I was like, yo, you Santa Claus, bro.
What do you mean? When you knew Santa weren't real? Evidently Santa is real.
Right, well, this is what I thought. And then I ended up like telling my mum a couple of weeks later, and she thought I was fucked.
She went like, "Oh no, his stepdad's dresses up as Santa."
Yeah,
I didn't want to say it.
I didn't want to say it, but that's kink.
That could have been the milkman.
Yeah. Maybe it was. Oh, shit.
Yeah. And your mum just put it off as folly. You silly.
You silly bastard. It was your stepdad dressed as Santa Claus.
For some weird kink. Oh, God, I'm talking about your mum.
Yeah, cheers.
Hello, Mrs. Mitchell.
That's actually even scarier, really, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
What, that the milkman come round?
No. What? That doesn't make any sense.
Maybe he was sleepwalking or something, bro.
Yeah, maybe.
Are you scared of Santa now, then, or like, is it scared? Yeah.
No, I'm scared of black boots in the fridge, though.
Yeah. Robson.
I mean, I don't have any scary stories, but I have researched one to make up my own lack of life.
You literally don't do anything.
Yeah,
do
the theme to this episode is I do fuck all.
Brilliant. I'm glad we got him in.
This is me. Welcome. So, it's a good story and all. Maybe, right? It's a good story. Get ready for this. So there's this woman in America. Real story, true story. Makes me scared.
I'm already scared.
Oh,
American woman, terrifying.
it's a film, that, isn't it? Scary one. It was a dark night. So this woman, her husband's dead. She thinks, fuck this. I'm moving across country. I'm going to start anew. She moves away. Right, she gets into this new house. And she starts noticing after a few weeks of funny occurrences. Like missing things, bits of food are missing. Someone's been eating food. Dirty towel.
Someone with black boots.
Dirty boots are showing up. Dirty footprints are showing up. Black boots.
Where have you got a past life?
My milkman. Towels start turning up and that, and things like getting messy and that. She's thinking, "Is someone haunting me? Is my husband come back?" Right. So one day she hears some banging up in attic. She's going up, puts step ladder down and that. Goes up, gets torch out. It was a dark night in the attic. She couldn't see a lot, but she found like a bed, some clothes and that. She shits it, calls the police. She stays in the attic for a bit and that waits for the police to come because she's checking out and that, scoping it. And then the police come and they find a homeless man in a tree shitting himself.
What, it was a homeless guy?
Yeah. Started off scary, it turned out to be a homeless guy. How quality would that be, finding the homeless man in the tree?
Yeah. Wait, what? There were a film about that I've watched.
Reddit better not have
called?
lied to me.
No, it were about people like it's a big thing in America where people like people that don't have houses or something. Sometimes it's rich kids that do it as well, and they go into other people's houses and they're like stay in people's attics, or they try and be undetected as much as they can.
Yeah.
Well, that's squatting.
No, it's like a special type of squatting. I forgot what it's called.
Or they'll be in like a semi-detached house and they'll knock through, won't they? Through their loft into the other loft.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to go into their house and see what they can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see what they can get away with. And they're like, so they wait for them to go to like work and stuff, and then they come out and they're like playing PlayStation and that, and live like a normal life. And then when people come back, they scurry off back up into Eves or whatever.
Mate, that's fucked.
Can you imagine getting me levels on Fortnite? I'd be well happy. They can stay.
Ruining your KD on COD.
Just leave his RuneScape logged in on side and just some instructions about how to level him up.
Knock twice if you're here.
I'm going out now. Don't do any fishing for me. Don't do it. Don't do any rune crafting. You'll be alright. I forgot what it's called. It's not squatting. It's called something weird in America. But yeah, I watched a film about it. If I find out what film it is, I'll put it on the Facebook group. See, we're actually pretty good.
Man,
There were a nice twist to it. It was that good I can't remember it.
Are we doing a mid gin review?
I feel like we don't. We talk too much about gin for a gin podcast.
Yeah.
We did do like 5.5 minutes of a gin intro.
Yeah.
A gin yeah. Did a lot.
Gintro. Were you just about to call it a gintro?
I can't help it.
My God, you're a genius. Right, no, we're not doing a fucking gin review. This isn't what this podcast is about. Right, so the next part is irrelevant news.
Right, let's go. Right, so in the news this week, right, I hadn't done a news traditionally. I started looking at my news, and I went down a bit of a rabbit hole, and I found some amazing country mottos, tourism mottos. So, like, live, laugh, Lebanon. Amazing.
Does what?
Live, laugh, Lebanon. Don't know if that makes me want to go there, but this is a news.
Isn't it a war-torn country?
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's no living or laughing there. There's a lot of dying and screaming.
No.
Less living and laughing.
Not much living if you're over the age of 6.
Maybe they're trying to manifest some
Propaganda.
So that's a shit. We've got some good one, like hospitality beyond borders. They're normally like that.
Yeah.
So have you seen the Borat films come out?
I haven't watched it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, neither have I.
It's alright, it's good. No, I'll say it's probably not as good as the first one. Obviously, I'm not going to spoil any of it, even though it's all been spoiled all over Facebook.
Sequels never are they? If you ask someone, have you seen it, they can't help but ruin it for you.
Yeah, it's it's good. It's got its moments. It's not as good. I think it's not as natural or organic as the first one. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
I think it's trying too hard sometimes. But it happens with more.
Standard.
But it's still a good film.
Well, Kazakhstan, they've seen it and they like it this time. So they've got a new tourist motto. Very nice.
Fuck off.
I swear to God, I've been on. You can have this on the Facebook group as well. There's a little video and it's like he's like looking around these beautiful tourist landscapes and he pulls his phone up and looks at it and goes, "I like this landscape. It's very nice.
Brilliant.
I like these prostitutes. They're very nice."
Fuck off.
So when the first one came out, they wanted to like behead him and stuff. Didn't they?
Yeah, they weren't happy, were they?
Oh yeah,
They really
the
wanted to
view
murder
turned
him.
on that. The view turned on that.
He's now a hero.
Yeah, he's they love it. They love it.
Somewhere, one person in Kazakhstan has got the internet and gone, "Do you know what, lads? Actually, they're loving this Borat guy.
Saint,
So why don't we
Saint
use him?
Borat.
Yeah.
Kazakhstan's official first Facebook page.
But yeah, are there any other weird mottos or just that?
Yes, it's Jordan. It's like answering the phone. Shit one, I thought.
It's Jordan.
Yes, it's Jordan. It's the Jordan state motto.
It's like something out of Towie or...
It's crap, innit?
Smart.
Someone paid
Yeah,
millions for that. Someone paid
That's
like
bad, that.
13 million for the Welcome to Scotland, which is a doormat, not a motto.
Yeah. 100%.
And then I feel the Slovenia. Yeah.
The what?
Oh,
The
no, stop it.
Slovenia. I
Oh
feel
my
the
God.
Slovenia.
We're clutching at straws here.
I mean,
That's bad, that one.
tourism's not going well. I don't think people go to tourist places for mottos, do they?
How would you do England? What would you have England's motto as be?
Oh, it's something like culture awaits you.
No, but what would you have it as? I know I'm putting you a bit on the spot here. Or Mitch, what would you?
2 cans of Stella, please.
yeah.
Birds, booze, and beggars. Britain's best. There you go. Get it signed up.
And then just loads of pictures of Benidorm. They'll
Yeah.
never know the difference.
What's your story, Kel?
My story is it's a slightly scary one. Leopard mauls Florida man who paid for full contact experience with big cat.
Oh my god, I found this, and when I seen the words full contact experience, I was like, oh my god, yes, this is what I'm
It's
looking
been so
for.
long. So long since I've had a full contact experience with anyone.
I don't think a leopard would still be delectable after months.
So yeah, he paid for it. Paid $150, which allowed him to play with it, rub its belly, and take pictures. And instead, it let me have a look at his injuries were it left his scalp was hanging from his head, and his right ear was torn in half.
Oh,
It's not pretty, that.
so it's cooped round the head and down the side of the face.
Yeah.
None of that's nice, is it?
But I think he's been scammed a bit here. It's almost like he's bought the experience on Wish. Do you know what I mean? He's like, oh, I'll pay you $150 if I can pet it. Yeah, go ahead, mate. Get in.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, it's not been fed for 6 weeks.
It's not even mine. This is the outback or the wild. But yeah, if you see it, go pet it. Just give me $150, mate. It's fine. But it's all to do with like big cat industry, innit?
Yeah, it's
Like
Tiger
the
King
King
gone
stuff.
mad, yeah.
Brilliant.
I seen the article and it was saying that the company that sold it are well known for it. How many people? How
Yeah.
many people they feed into their cats? You got a great business going up to pay for food because it eats all the clients, and the clients paying 140 quid to get mauled.
Did he rub him in sardines before I put it in or whatever? There's an old reference there. I've done well there. Not my scary story, because I think it is a bit scary, isn't it?
I mean, I'd be
It's
shitting.
always... Because I've been headbutted by a goat when I went to a petting zoo, and that shit me up.
You've been headbutted by a goat.
Yeah, a little pygmy goat.
I want it.
I walked up to it and I was like, "Here, have some oats." And then he just bang, straight in fucking genitals.
Oh,
In the genitals as well.
Hit me straight in chestnut.
My story, the headline is Family Sells Haunted House Where They Received Terrifying Letters for Years Despite Never Living There. Interesting.
how did they sell it?
I think they bought it and then they were doing it up and then they never lived there. You get what I mean? Or maybe it was a second home.
Oh, the classic second home
Yeah.
tax break.
So it's scary if you're middle.
So there's a subheading. It says, letters threatened the family's children, and it referred to them as young blood.
Do you know what that is? That's the fucking Jehovah's Witnesses. That's what they do.
Is it?
They've just had Jehovah's Witnesses come round and be like, "Your children will be sacrificed to the devil unless you buy our book."
Funny story about Jehovah's Witnesses. So, many moons ago, they used to come knocking at my mum's door. This is when I lived here originally, first time round. And I used to answer, and I don't know why, but I used to think it was funny to kind of lead them on a little bit. And then for years afterwards, they'd come and knock on, asking for me. Is Mitch in? Oh no, he's at work. And then it'd be like, oh, is Mitch in? And then my mum would come and have a look and just say, I'd be like, tell him I'm out. And then she'd shout, Mitch, your fucking mates are here.
Oh, snaking you out.
Yeah, proper snaking me out to jivvies. Brilliant. Cheers for that.
I was going to get them to tidy my house once. they come round and I think I was doing a bit of cleaning or something, and they were like, "Have you heard?" And I'd been to see musical, and I thought, I know these guys. I know what their game is. Like, what are you up to? Do you want to know about the book? And I was like, I'm actually doing a bit of tidying, actually. Oh, do you want us to pop in and give you a hand? I thought, oh, can you handle a mop, good sir?
Like vampires, though, innit? 'Cause if you invite them into your house,
that is my worry.
You're dead. They're in. They're in Eve's at your house playing PlayStation on the morning.
One's doing an oratory speech reading from the book, and the other one's fucking mopping up. I thought, that'd be a bit of a weird one.
Yeah.
And you're there with ectoplasm all over your stomach.
With Christina Aguilera's Dirty playing on TV.
Bit postman peeking through the window.
Oi, oi.
Alright, so I'll go into this story a little bit. So, the initial letter welcomed the family to the neighbourhood and introduced the anonymous writer as a guardian of the home. It reportedly read, 656 Boulevard has been the subject of my family for decades now, and as it approaches its 110th birthday, I have been put in charge of watching and waiting for its second coming. What?
The house has second coming.
Yeah.
How's the house coming?
Ectoplasm.
Honestly,
Can I stop saying that word?
I went in one day and there was just ectoplasm everywhere, and I thought the house has been coming.
Oh my god, stop. So it also reads, my grandfather watched the house in the 1920s and my father watched it in the 1960s. It is now my time. Do you know the history of the house? Do you know what lies within the walls of 657 Boulevard? Why are you here? I will find out. This is...
Hold on. Right, I'll answer his questions. What's in between the walls of his house? Insulation. Why are you here? Because I've bought an house and I live and I need shelter. One of the 3 things I need as a human being. Fuck off. Stop sending me letters. You're an idiot. Next.
So they kept receiving letters as they continued with renovations. And the subsequent letters focused on the family's children. Obviously, it referred to them as young blood. And it often included veiled threats, such as whether the owners had discovered what was in the walls.
That's not a threat.
No. One letter sent to the family reportedly read, will the young blood play in the basement, or are they too afraid to go down there alone? I would be very afraid if I were them. It is far away from the rest of the house. If you were upstairs, you would never hear them scream.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Which is true. That's the truth.
It's factual, at least.
This guy's just saying, listen, check your walls because you need insulation. Don't go in the basement and stub your toe because no one will hear it.
Don't leave your kids unattended.
He's helping. I'm alright for him.
In an effort to put an end to the letters and the stalking, the family attempted to sue the previous owners, alleging that they had also received a letter from the Watcher, as they've called
America. This is America, innit? America.
This is America.
Yeah. I'm going to sue anyone. I'm going to sue anyone I can. Idiots.
So this lawsuit went on for 2 years. It started in 2015 and then got dismissed in 2017.
Brilliant.
Do we have a resolution? I need to know that.
They sold the home for $959,000. I wonder if, because obviously they've sued the people that lived there previously for not disclosing that they had letters from the Watcher. I wonder if they disclosed it to the people that bought it off them.
Yeah.
I bet they didn't.
Probably not.
Oh my God, it's Turbo Virgin time.
So we've got a little like trio of posts here because they're all within like the same day. If you get what I mean.
Right.
So the first one is. Sorry, there's 4. So the first one is in capital letters: "Spaghetti hoops or boiled eggs? I can't decide." Right. So that's not funny on its own. So bear in mind that's what I've said. I'm going to have for my dinner or whatever.
Baller.
Then I've said, "Can't wait to go out tonight," with a smiley face. And then capital letters: "Is pumped for tonight, lulz." Remember when everyone did lulz for a while? LULZ. Yeah. And then the last post is remembers why he doesn't go clubbing much with like a straight face.
It's like a small story.
I know everything
So-
that happened.
Woken up, had boiled eggs, really wanted to go out, really pumped. So I was like, can't wait to go out tonight. And then I was getting absolutely pumped.
Proper hyped.
And then I remembered why I don't go out clubbing.
What happened? Tell us, Cal.
I think this was when I went to Tokyo
Not the
for the
same.
first time. Not the city, no, the shithole nightclub in Huddersfield. Because I remember going with a girl. I lived with a girl, and next week I'm going to go a little bit more into it. But I used to live with this girl, and she was a good-looking girl. I'm not going to lie. But I was like infatuated with her because obviously, like, come from Gilderson, like hardly any girls there, and the ones that were there thought I were a weirdo.
They had like 7 toes on one foot and stuff.
You like
Yeah,
that
all
round there.
related to me.
All related to you.
So I couldn't really go there. So then when I went to uni, and obviously like he lived like girls and boys,
Cute.
just it got a bit intense. I think I turned into a bit of a stalker. I think with this girl that I live with. I don't know if she listens to this. She might do, but I'm sorry if you do listen to it. But then she was like, "Oh, you can come out if you want tonight with us, like me and the girls." And I was like, "All right, yeah, sound. Let me just finish my spaghetti hoops, and then I'll get ready." Anyway, yeah. So I remember listening to. I think I was listening to DMX before I went out.
Cal's
Getting
gonna
a
give
bit-
it to you.
Yeah, getting a bit hyped and that. Do you know what I mean?
Getting hyped.
We went out and I danced, and they were like, you know, like when people dance and there's like a big group circle of people and they're dancing.
Yeah.
They kept cutting me out, so I was dancing on my own because I can't dance. So every time I tried to dance with them, they'd like move it so that the circle closed and I was on the outside.
That's tight.
And then, anyway, this girl was like, "Oh, I need to go to the toilet." I was like, "Oh, come with her." I don't know why I said that. Do
Ectoplasm.
you know what I mean? So I went with her, and she went in, and I waited outside the girls' toilets for her. She's very weird.
Very weird.
Anyway, then her mates went in, and they're like, "Oh, meet us by bar, get another couple of drinks in." I'm like, yeah, no worries. So I went and got drinks in, and they just left.
Oh,
So I stood there for like an hour waiting for them to come out of the toilets, and they're just gone. Just
that's
left me.
fucking. It's a sad story, that, Callum. It's not funny.
And then yeah, went home, put it all on Facebook.
Tights putting it on Facebook.
It would be a sad story if you're going to see the mind of an autistic weird virgin, because I were very, very intense with her, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Luckily, I don't spend my time with too many autistic virgins.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Robson.
So then, all right, if that were a bit depressing or whatever, it's not really depressing because I've got a wife and kids now, so somehow.
We move on.
The story
I'm
ends
alright.
well then, yeah.
And that were through a night out as well. That got Jess, so there you go.
Did you follow her to the toilet?
You got in the circle that time.
I think I bought her a rug and Josh in a pub.
The curry.
Yeah.
Oh, you old romantic.
So my next one
Yeah.
is has the list of all BNP activists in the country for in Gilderson. Let's have some fun at the weekend, boys. Smiley face.
Oh, so that was like an anti-racism status.
Yeah, so they were like a leaked at some point. They'd leaked onto 4chan the membership list of the BNP.
Yeah.
So I've acted like I'm going to go and chin some racists.
Turbo Vigilant.
Yeah,
Oh,
but,
like it. Turbo Vigilante time.
there's no likes or comments on it, so obviously the boys didn't back me up.
No. Did you go
I
and
didn't
do
do
it?
what with
Did
it.
you go down? Did you go
Nah.
down solo?
No, sat down, scared, shut my curtains.
Apolo-
But that's it.
Apologise to
I put it on Facebook. They're going to be after me now.
Yeah.
They know my address now. Idiot.
Oh, on the first trio, was there any likes and comments?
No.
Oh,
All unliked and uncommented. A lot of them are unliked and uncommented,
Yeah.
actually.
that's
No, we've
bloody
noticed
team.
so far.
But in fairness, I don't know if it's no likes or that people blocked me and then that removes the comments.
I'll be honest, neither bode well.
Never are good, but it's the question that needs asking.
That we'll never know the answer to.
And then this last one's a good little story, actually. So the first post was going to Jeremy Kyle today,
You've been Jeremy Kyle.
Been Jason.
and then my post after was Jeremy Kyle was mint. He's a bastard though. And I tell you what, I did go to Jeremy Kyle. I went to watch it live. I went audience.
Oh, you went audience, right.
Yeah, no, it wasn't me on it.
How expecting you to be on it.
Yeah, I sat there going, they all left me. I were at the bar and they all left me, Jersey. Get him in.
I need a DNA
Get him
test. Because I don't know whose ectoplasm this is on my stomach.
There's all this ectoplasm if you want to test that.
There we go.
I got possessed in my grandma's house. And something happened. There were ectoplasm everywhere. There were my granddad's legging corner and I could hear cats everywhere. I'd
Yeah, I
watch
went,
that episode.
Yeah, I went to Jersey Kyle, and do you know what? They don't show you half at stuff, so I was on the 750th episode, but I've never been able to actually find the episode that I'm on. Because at the mid-interval, when it like zooms in and it comes to him like sat on the stairs with the audience,
Yeah.
I'm next to him.
What, like kissing him?
No.
No, like he's sat next to me. But trying to be edgy, I had little fucking 2 fingers up, under like next to my legs on the chair, giving it fucking 2 fingers. So on recording, you'll be able to see me sticking 2s
That's
up.
probably
Jeremy
why it
Kyle.
didn't make it onto telly, mate.
No, someone said they saw me.
Someone said they saw you.
Yeah, someone said, you're on Jeremy Kyle. Yeah, seeing you in audience. Because I was literally sat where he was sat.
What, flagging
know
him
why he
off?
chose to sit next to
In
me.
Business.
Did they see you rodding him?
Probably.
I hope so.
But there was one guy on it, and he came out, and Jeremy Kyle went, take a seat. And the guy went, I don't want a fucking seat. Kicked the seat over. And then bouncers just piled him and took him out.
That's exactly what we want to see.
And that was
They're
that.
like, that's not going to make TV, but that was the best part of the day.
Oh, that's a prime time episode, though.
So yeah, 750th episode. If someone can find it, I'm on it. But that's it. Yeah, that's it for Turbo Virgin Time this week. Next week, I've got all the stuff with this girl,
Oh, fuck.
and
The fallout.
and obviously I'd like put it all over Facebook and stuff.
Oh, I fucking
and,
love a cliffhanger.
and then my mum put something on my wall, which is like the worst for a Turbo Virgin, I think.
Well, at this point, you couldn't really get much worse.
So yeah, this week's Turbo Virgin, what we had. So I threatened to chin all the BNP activists, but then stayed inside. I went on a night out, no one danced with me, and then they all left.
Which is a part 1 of this BBC drama.
But you'll see why it's not upsetting when you see all the behaviour I had around it.
Right. All right, yeah.
Because I was trying really hard. I was trying really hard to get a girlfriend, like really
So it's a
hard.
heartbreaking first half and a twist.
So then
And then you were a bit of a twat.
Yeah, and then I stuck 2s up at Jeremy Kyle at 750th episode.
Right.
Cool.
How's the gin gone, boys? Rob?
Oh my god. Good. Real nice.
I never thought I'd hear you say that, especially after your comments on the first pod you were on.
It's the lemonade. I did go for full sugar, so it's pretty sweet. But if Gordon's Gin are hearing this and they want to sponsor me, I could drink this every day.
You're a fucking dosser.
Gordon's White Peach, full fat.
Can you get anything other? You can't get a white peach. Peaches are orange. Or peach.
I think it's an unripe peach, to be honest.
Oh, do they actually become white?
So it's
Oh,
so it's a
are white at
lie.
some point. Mitch, yours?
I can really taste it. Lilt were quite overpowering. I like Lilt, so it's a win. Nice.
Bit nice there.
Yeah, nailed it. It's gone. The Lilt hadn't been in fridge either, and there were no ice,
That's great.
so it was room temperature.
It's even worse.
Yeah, but it was good. I enjoyed
Awful.
it. What about you, Cal?
I tell you what, it's 2 weeks in a row where I drunk this about 20 minutes in, but I obviously didn't want to get up and get another one.
Yeah,
But do you know what? Good. Yeah. Adnam's Southwold Copperhouse Pink Gin. It's a win. Get to co-op. I think it only costs like £2.
Been going to co-op instead of Aldi.
Yeah, I like getting these pre-canned ones that are from co-op.
yeah.
Means I don't have to think about it.
Show off my turf.
Because I usually drink whiskey because gin's pretty shit.
But you're
if I
actually
drink-
starting to really enjoy gin.
I am actually starting to enjoy gin, yeah. But with whiskey, I just drink it straight. So whenever I make my own gin and tonic, I think that's why I don't like it, because I make it like half gin, half tonic.
We're in danger of this becoming an actual gin podcast.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's stop with all gin.
Yeah, 'cause it's fucking shit is gin. It's awful. But that was delicious. Right, I think that's it, boys. Cheers for that.
Lads, thank you. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.
That's it, bye.
Right, see you there.